Okay. Welcome everybody to
Iole.
Are you girls ready to bring our audience a piece of our beautiful country, Spain?
Of course we are. We really miss home, so it's exciting to celebrate our heritage with all of you.
Totally. Today, you are going to learn with us about the free Spanish places you need to visit in your lifetime, the flavors of Spain, and, of course, the traditions that shape the Spanish soul.
That sounds phenomenal. Shall we begin? Lo le primito mío, yo no lo quiero entender, pero quiero que me diga ole con ole y ole.
You are listening to
Iole.
Oh, what a beautiful song that Ángela Molina and Manuel Bandera sang back in the day for the movie Las Cosas del Querer.
Which is set in Andalusia, right?
Exactly, just where we can find the first place I want to recommend you for you to visit before you die.
Oh, I love Andalusia. So, which place did you choose, Salva?
Oh my God, Carolina, of course it has to be Granada. So, I'll explain you. Granada is a beautiful city with deep historical ties to our culture and one of the best university towns in the country. Its streets are full of art and street musicians, and it's home to what many consider the best monument in our country. Any guesses?
Of course, La Alhambra.
Exactly. Oh, what a beautiful place, really. There's this quote I once was told by someone, which says something like this: Dale limosna, mujer, que no hay en la vida nada como la pena de estar ciego en Granada.
Which was written by the Mexican poet Francisco de Casa. In English, it would be something like, give them alms, woman, since there is nothing in life like the pain of being blind in Granada.
Thanks, Judith. The second city I have chosen is Barcelona, the capital city of Catalonia. I'll explain you a little bit about this magical city. So, Barcelona stands out as a vibrant coastal city where you find everything you could possibly need: beaches, mountains, and wide avenues perfect for strolling, with landmarks like the Basilica of La Sagrada Familia, a masterpiece by Catalan architect Antonio Gaudí, and you can also explore more of his work, such as Parc Güell and Casa Batlló. So finally, last but not least, we have this very important place for Judith and I. Any guesses?
Of course, the Canary Islands, right?
Of course, and especially Tenerife. So Tenerife, I'll explain you, it's a very diverse place in which you can find wild black sand beaches, of course the volcanic landscape of El Teide, and some magical, some beautiful streets and towns in which you can, whatever you
Have a
want.
walk,
Exactly.
have some
Visit,
drinks,
such as
party a little bit.
exactly, such as in San Cristobal de la Laguna.
Yes.
And Judith, tell us about it a little bit. Like, explain me La Laguna.
So I really like to live in San Cristobal de la Laguna because it's very well connected to all parts of the islands, and it has some beautiful streets, and it's much better than the south part of the islands. Even I like the south, but the north is just beautiful and so magical. But I don't tell this to anybody.
I'm a bit hungry, guys, aren't you?
Bad news for you then, Carol, because the next section is Flavors of Spain, and we will be talking about delicious Spanish food.
Oh, I really miss the tapas tradition. You know, in Spain we have this food culture of accompanying the drinks with something to eat. This is what we call tapas.
Yeah, and it's impossible to choose.
It is, but I gave a try making my own ranking of the 10 best flavors of Spain. So in the first place, I chose queso asado, which is grilled cheese in English, and we usually serve it with jam or with mojo picon, especially in Tenerife. Then in the second place, we have croquetas, croquettes in English. Then in the third place, we've got pimientos de padrón, or padrón peppers in English, originating from the province of La Coruña in Galicia, and some of them are spicy, so you have to be careful. Then in the fourth place, tortilla de patata, Spanish omelette. And here we're going to make a little pause because we're connecting with a journalism student that lives in the exact place where the first Spanish omelette was cooked. So, Jose Carlos, tell us more about this, please.
Well, the first Spanish omelette ever made was cooked in Villanueva de la Serena a small town in Extremadura that is an autonomous community. In Spain, it was in 1798.
And how do you celebrate this tradition? I mean, you are the creators of the Spanish omelette, so you should have like something to celebrate this.
I'm from this town, from Villanueva, and every year we have the Spanish Omelette Day. People do different stuff, for example, cooking this big tortilla in the middle of the city center, a 1 meter long tortilla for everyone in the town. Famous people come, and it's like something significant. The only problem is that Villanueva de la Serena does not take advantage of it. I mean, there's no tradition of selling Spanish omelette in bars. For example, in Galicia, it's so typical to find a tortilla de Betanzos in different places, but in Villanueva, there is no one selling tortilla in the bars. They are not taking advantage of the tradition.
That's a shame because
Totally.
being the creator of the Spanish omelette is not a trivial thing, right?
No.
Hurry up, oh my
Hurry
God.
up. Okay, so let's continue with the ranking. Then we have in the fifth place chicharros, the fried horse mackerel in English, which is this delicious fish. Then in the sixth place, we've got jamón, churros with chocolate, which is perfect for a Sunday morning after partying all night. Then in the ninth place, we've got pan con tomate, pan with tomato. So typical to have it for breakfast with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and some orange juice. And in the 10th place, finally, the tinto de verano, which is this fresh drink, ideal for sunsets with friends and talk about life.
Oh my God. I wish we had one here.
Yes, it would be
yeah.
awesome.
Okay, so let's talk about our last topic of this afternoon, traditions. So what do you guys think when we talk about Spain?
Napping.
Flamenco.
Of course, and tapas and partying and football. We're people known for having fun, don't we?
Of course, we have fun.
So what's the ranking?
Yes, so it was a difficult decision, and I want to comment that there are a lot of traditions that I didn't include and are worth mentioning.
Like having 12 grapes on New Year's on the 12th last seconds.
Yes, for example. And there are festivities like La Tomatina, Las Fiestas del Pilar, El Rocío, San Isidro, that I invite our listeners to search more about. But on the top of the tops, I'm going to start with Las Fallas. From the 1st to the 19th of March, Valencia is overrated with art, satire, and tradition. It's a festivity that starts with the creation of incredible wooden sculptures that will be exhibited all around the city. And after rating and choosing the best sculpture of the grade, it will be exposed in Las Fallas Museum.
And the rest of them will burn to ashes.
Exactly. On March 15, all the fallas will burn, starting the contest and the creation of these beautiful sculptures for the next year. If you ever have the chance to visit, this is the right moment. Our second festivity is La Feria de Abril, Sevilla's April Fair.
The April Fair happens 2 weeks after the Holy Week in the area of Los Remedios.
A week of dancing, drinking, eating, and socializing, of late nights and spectacles.
It's extraordinary. Some men and many women wear the traditional costume, el traje de gitano, the flamenco dress.
There's also a long history of bullfighting, a tradition we do not personally support.
Because of animal cruelty, it's a controversial matter.
But it is still happening, so we need to comment on it. Bullfighting is not aging well, and it's very possible that sooner than later it will be forbidden. I'm sure none of us can say anything in favor of this tradition, so let's change to the next festivity, something close to you too, the carnivals
Tenerife's carnivals, top first.
and Cádiz carnivals.
Yeah, but Tenerife's carnival is better.
Yeah. You will tell us more about it later. But about the Cádiz Carnival, it's a party of the streets. For 11 days, fills the city of diversion, a party around having fun and being funny. Theaters prepare original plays, friend clubs prepare funny songs and parties. It's compulsory to get dressed up. It's Carnival.
The carnival in the Canary Islands is an international festivity. It is the most important carnival in the whole Europe.
The most famous one is on Tenerife, but of course we celebrate it on every island.
I just want to mention lastly my personal favorite of the Spanish festivities we have, that is the bonfires of San Juan. It's supposed to be a night with close relation with the paranormal and fairy tales and legends. It is celebrated all over Spain, but especially in coastal regions where many people head for the beach, oil bonfires, and parties through the night. It's held all over Spain, but the most famous one is the one in Alicante.
The celebration takes place from the 20th to the 29th of June, where there are large wooden figures similar to Las Fallas burned down on the night of San Juan at midnight, after a fireworks display.
But any festivity that is celebrated in Spain is worth a visit.
Unfortunately, our trip to Spain is finishing, but this is not where this adventure ends.
Follow us at social media on Iole Content, where we will continue discovering our magical country.
Thank you very much for traveling with us, and of course, don't forget to bring a little bit of
Iole
to your lives.
Dole primito mío, yo no lo quiero entender, pero quiero que me